ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Good afternoon to all of you. The first session, I will be interacting with you people. I don't want to just lecture. Better if I interact with you people on the concept of academic leadership, its governance, and also management. What do you mean by a leader? As all of you are aware, leadership refers to a person who takes appropriate decisions, of course, in democratic setup with consultation, no doubt in it. And then he will make either the school, college, or university department, so on and so forth, in a meaningful way. Actually, MMTTC, Malaviya Mission Teacher Training Center, has given total a sub 5 themes they have given. I will go according to that one only. You all know who is Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya. He himself was a very, very effective leader. Actually, Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya was a scholar, educational reformer, and also politician. And he is notable for his role in the Indian independence movement as a leader. He was the founder of Banaras Hindu University and Hindu Mahasabha. All these things, you are aware of it. He was awarded Bharata Ratna posthumously in 2015. He is known as silver-tongued orator. See, look at his leadership qualities. Silver-tongued orator. And he has collected 1 crore rupees, more than that, to help Banaras Hindu University to start. Mahatma Gandhi called him as Prince among the beggars. Prince among the beggars, in a good sense, because he has collected lot of money for the public sake. So, if there is any question related to that, who is the silver-tongued orator, you must be in a position to answer that he is Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya. As all of you are aware, academic leadership is the need of the hour. It is true of the whole world. If you take a university department, we need a leader. If you take a college, we need a leader. Normally, the principal or the vice chancellor of an university will be, normally we say he is the leader. Academic leadership. There's a beautiful saying, dear friends. I would like to address all of you as my friends. So I think there is no objection, right? Leadership means enhancing the human potential. See, everyone has human potential. We cannot neglect anyone. Everyone is important. So what is the role of a leader is he or she should enhance the human potential. This has been stated by Babur, B-A-B-U-R, Babur. If we take academic leadership, we talk about upholding the educational excellence and advocating for quality. It's a very important thing. Leadership in general, okay. Academic leadership means he or she, see, each one of you are leaders, in my opinion, yes. We must work for the quality. We must work for rigor, diversity, equity, and ability to guide the colleagues and also help them to plan things very well. You all know, to plan means to think. Thinking is very important. There's a beautiful saying, thinking and inking goes together. Inking means writing. Unless you think, you cannot ink. So this is a beautiful saying. Thinking and inking goes together. That is the reason why we say we must think in an appropriate way. When I say academic leadership, as a teacher, see, whether you are a professor, assistant, or associate, or everyone is a teacher only, including me. I'm a senior most professor. Actually, I have put in 51 years of service. I don't look like that. I look young. Actually, you know my age. I am 74. I don't look my age. That's the beauty. That's a God's grace, in my opinion, yes. So, academic leadership, especially the quality. Now, let me give you an example for quality. What do you mean by quality education? I will explain in a very simple way to all of you. Quality means input-output relationship. If you want, you can note down. Input-output relationship. The way inputs are there, in the same manner, output will also be there. I will give you a very few ordinary examples. There are two radio sets. One is Panasonic, another one is ordinary model. If you listen either to the voice or to the music one by one, you will definitely appreciate, after listening from both the radios, you will say Panasonic is good. Why? The inputs are good. What all they have put, the mechanism, that is good. But in an ordinary radio, that is not there. To give you another good example, if you want to prepare, household example only I will give you. If you want to prepare a good coffee, because I like coffee, I think most of you like coffee. If you want to prepare a good coffee, inputs must be proper. Good coffee powder, number one. Good milk without adding water. And then boiling the water at an appropriate temperature. Then mixing. Even proportionately you should mix. And the outcome, it will be a very tasty coffee with a very good aroma. So quality means input, output, relationship. The way we plan our lessons at any level, right from school up to university level, we must prepare in such a way. You may use ICT approach, you may use modern gadgets, whatever it may be, but plan it properly, then you can definitely deliver a better lecture. Actually, I should not say the lecture. Nowadays, we don't talk about lectures. We say that is a new approach. Actually, I am from NCERT, National Council for Educational Research and Training. I was in Delhi, I was in Bhopal, I was in Bangalore as the regional director, and of course, I retired from RIE, Regional Institute of Education, Mysore. What I am trying to impress upon you people is, when you say preparing a lesson, all the aspects of a particular concept with examples must be taken into consideration. And we also say, when we talk about quality, good questioning techniques must be adopted by every teacher. Questioning technique is very important. Only by putting right kind of questions, you can expect a better response from the students. Actually, you must develop a questioning technique in the minds of the students. They must ask why, what, how. Then, their understanding will be better. I have a question for all of you. In the classroom, at any level, school or college or university level, my question is simple. Can a teacher, while teaching, can give knowledge to the students? Yes or no? You can just answer from your own place. Yes or no? Can a teacher provide knowledge to the students? Answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The correct answer is no. No teacher can give knowledge to the students. Then what else he gives in the classroom?
Only we can give information, sir.
Yes, you said it. He gives information. Information needs to be processed here. God has given the processing power to everyone. So he has to process the information. Information processing means what? Bringing ideas together, bringing points of reference together. Thereby what happens? He will understand the concept. See, facts, number of facts leads to concept. You all know that. To give you a simple example, gravitational attraction Even before the birth of Newton, apples used to fall from the tree, ripe one. And people like I and you used to pick up and eat and go. But when Newton was sitting in the apple orchard, he saw apple falling down and he started thinking. So this thinking is very important. That's why I'm telling this example. He was just thinking why it is falling down, why it is not floating. So he was thinking, and he worked with so many other items like iron pieces, stones, boulders, sand, cotton. With all these things, everything started coming down. Then he gave a theory, Earth has a gravitational attraction. This is what I am telling. See, we have to think. Of course, not all can be like Newton, but still, we must encourage our students to think. Only when they think, they write in the examination. Suppose when examination starts and the question paper is distributed, the student, if he has not properly read, he will be seeing the paper here or here like this. He cannot understand anything because he has not read. So normally what happens? he will not, he cannot think because he has not studied. He cannot ink because he has not understood. Then he will do only blinking. He will only blink at the question paper. So we don't want such type of students. Of course, diversity is there in the field of learning. Not all will think in the same direction. There is no need also because of individual differences. So how to define a knowledge? Knowledge is nothing but processed information. So if anyone asks you, tell like this, knowledge is nothing but processed information. Now, the next question for all of you is, what is processed knowledge? What is processed knowledge? Can anyone answer me?
Wisdom, sir.
Very good. Who is that? Please give your name.
Padmalata, Assistant Professor, Sarvodaya College of Education, Virajpet.
Oh, Virajpet. Once upon a time, I was there. In the very beginning.
Nice, sir.
You know me?
Don't know, sir.
Yes, okay. I'm a senior most professor. I was there. Okay, very
Nice,
good.
nice to hear, sir.
Yes. Very good answer you have given. Wisdom. See, wisdom is very important. If you have only intelligence, no use. We must have wisdom. How wisdom comes? It comes with two things. One is age and experience. As professors or teachers, whatever it may be, you will have experience. That experience maketh a man perfect. This is a very important thing. Wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, you cannot survive in this world. You must have wisdom. You must think in a right way. Take decisions in the right way. I will give you one example. In a college, there is a principal, 15 or 20 faculty are there. Normally what happens? Different faculties will meet the principal and talk, and sometimes good, otherwise something good. Not bad. They will be talking. They will be telling, hey, sir, that fellow was talking ill of you. Oh, is it? Issue him a memo. If the principal says like that, he doesn't have wisdom. He should listen and take his own decision. All right, you go now. Let me think. So this is a very important thing. Wisdom is a very important idea of everyone, including me. Wisdom is a very important thing. All right. Now, the next important point, according to this one, what are the leadership traits? That is qualities. A leader need not be good looking, not necessarily, but he must be intelligent. This is a very important point. Any person for the matter must be intelligent. What do you mean by intelligent? Again, thinking in the right direction. Okay. What are the traits? First of all, a leader should know how to speak in a meaningful way, with examples, with narratives. Then he will be a successful, not only teacher, but also leader. So that's what I'm telling you. You are all real leaders only. And then he must have enthusiasm. He must have sufficient knowledge. He must have empathy. What do you mean by empathy? Can anyone answer me? What is the meaning of empathy? All right, I will answer. Empathy
Standing in their position and thinking, sir.
Yes, yes. Who is that? And please name.
Sir, Manjula is assistant professor, Bangarpet, sir.
Bangarpet. Very happy. Correct answer. See, we must wear the shoes of others to know how they are feeling. Empathy is very important thing. See, for example, there are many politicians and others, they go and live in villages to feel for them how they are, what type of difficulties they are facing. That is empathy. Even with students, we must do this. Some students may not understand anything what the teacher says. You must be in a position, why is or she is like that? So, make a case study. You all know that what is a case study. Study and then give good suggestions to improve. So this is a very important thing. Then a good leader, technical word I will use, he should know how to communicate. A teacher should also know how to communicate. Simply he should not read something from the book. By heating potassium chloride with manganese dioxide, oxygen is liberated. Manganese dioxide acts as a catalytic agent, like that. No. Everything must be explained in a meaningful way. Actually, dear friends, nowadays we talk about constructivist approach to teaching. Constructivist. What do you mean by constructivism? Again, making students to think. According to constructivist philosophy, every student is a constructor of knowledge. Please note down this very important point. Every student is a constructor of knowledge. They construct knowledge by processing information. So what a wonderful thing. Gone are those days when people used to believe teacher is giving knowledge. See, nobody can give knowledge to anyone. Parents cannot give knowledge to their children. They give information. So children have to process. Everyone has processing ability, capacity. For example, those who score 100 out of 100 marks, rank in SLC, PUC, pre-university. Why they score so much? Because they process the given questions, answers in such a supersonic speed. Because their ability to do that. Everyone processes. It is just like telling everyone eats. Some are slow in eating. For example, me, I am fast eater. I eat faster. Variation will be there. So even in the leadership qualities also, variation will be there. But ultimately what is very important is we must make each student a successful student. So this is a very important thing. And then a good teacher, good leader, he should know how to make use of the modern gadgets. For example, we talk about digitalized library. Everywhere it is not there, but we are trying to make every library digitalized. So digitalized knowledge, every leader and every teacher should know. You are all experts, in my opinion, in digital field. Say yes, sir. You will not answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Only when you please respond. You treat me as your elder brother and answer me. If I ask questions, you please reply. If you give a response, I feel happy. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Thank you. And according to the first theme, it is given role of teachers in institutional development. That's a very important thing. Every institute will develop only when everyone contributes, not one person. One person cannot do everything. It is a combined work. It is a cooperative work. They should come together, think together, ink together, and then they will do the wonders. What a beautiful way of telling, isn't it? Cooperative learning. It's a very important thing. The institution should develop, whether it is school or college or university department, whatever it may be. Then, what is very important is, I'll give you some good points, Positive thinking is an essential ingredient of developing the institute. Positive way of thinking. Everyone must think in the right direction. Thinking is an ability, that's all. And everyone thinks. No one should feel, I don't know, I don't know. Everyone should feel always in the right positive direction. That's a very important thing. Okay. Then we talk about a skill development. Nowadays, central government is giving a lot of importance to skill development. Then, as a leader, not only you should be motivated, but you must be in a position to motivate others. For example, as a head of the institute, maybe principal, he should be self-motivated. And then he will make, of course, every teacher also should be self-motivated. He or she, as a principal, should guide the colleagues, whether it is 15 colleagues or 20 colleagues, whatever it may be. If it is a big college, definitely more faculty will be there. You must motivate students in such a way. See, for example, I will give you, as a teacher educator, I will give you one simple example. You all will like this. I know that. A class, 8th class, some 40 students are sitting, girls and boys both. I was sitting at the other end of the classroom, and the teacher entered, the lady teacher, she entered the classroom, and immediately she started distributing lottery tickets from different states, and students are very happy. Oh, teacher has given lottery ticket, and everyone was seeing. And then she asks, that is from different one. One is from Kerala, one is from Karnataka, lottery ticket, Maharashtra. whatever it may be, different states lottery tickets. Then the teacher says, I am going to ask questions, you should answer. Students will say yes. This looks simple, but it conveys a lot of meaning, this example. Then she says, teacher says, imagine that you all have won 1 lakh rupees in the lottery. Oh, commotion. See, money means everyone feels happy, no? The students are very happy. Then she says, calm down, calm down. I will ask you another question. She says, what will you do with this money? Then the students will say, oh, we will buy this, that, and all these things they will be telling. And she says another question. What is that question she asks? Even though you spend so much of money on so many items, still you will be left out with some money. What will you do with that money? It's a beautiful question. The students say, we will put this in the bank. Then the next immediate question comes from the teacher. Why are you putting the money in the bank? And all the students say, madam, they give interest. Excellent answer. Excellent answer. They give interest. And she says, today I am going to explain to you, to all of you, about the concept of simple interest. You see how she has taken the lesson with a beautiful example. There are many teachers, straight away they will enter the class and say, hey, today simple interest, tomorrow compound interest, day after tomorrow your own interest. They may say like that. Now look at the approach. A leader should have an approach. A teacher should have an approach. Not simply reading something in the textbook. No. You must think. You can ink better. I think you liked this example.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speak.
Yes, sir.
If you don't speak, I feel you are not understood. Like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Then, other examples I will give you. A good leader, functions of a leader. He must have goals. See, normally we tell, think big, aim high. All of you say, think big, aim high.
Aim high.
Think big. Think
Aim high.
Aim high. Aim high.
Think big, aim high.
Big. Aim high.
I mean, that means everyone, whether you are a student or a teacher or a leader, whatever it may be, you must have goals in life. It's a very important thing, isn't it? Without goals in life, you will not be knowing where to go. You will become just like a rudderless boat on high seas. Where to go, you don't know, isn't it? So, think big, aim high. That is setting goals. That's a very important thing. Then organizing. Organization is a very, very important thing. How to organize, how to collect faculty, which faculty is good for a particular aspect in the goals. So, as a leader, you should identify. For example, if you are good at mathematics, calculation part should be given to such teachers. For example, a history teacher, if you give calculation work, he will not do or she will not do. So, wrong way of identifying persons and giving a task is meaningless. Therefore, you must identify the right kind of persons for the right kind of job. That is the leadership. That is the leadership. If you want to run a government, you must know who is good in what. A person who can think in terms of arithmetic, statistics, such person should be given calculation work. Especially, you all know what is budget. Isn't it like that? One example I have given just. And then, as a leader, you should be proactive. All of you understand this. What is the meaning of proactive? Principal should not come and tell you do this work, do that work. You must work on your own. Proactive. Proactive means it is nothing but take initiative. You take initiative. Before the government says or before the principal says, you be ready to take initiatives. That is called proactive. You know, proactiveness is a very, very important thing. It applies even at home. Home is also a kind of a small university. Yes. The right kind of values comes from home. Value system is very important thing. Without proper values, life becomes miserable. Then cooperation. Another important point, cooperation. As a leader, you should know how to cooperate with your colleagues. Now, deliberately, I am taking a college example to explain these things. You know, everyone should cooperate with the principal. If you don't cooperate, if you have internal bickerings, then what happens? Such a college cannot function properly. Cooperation should be there. You may agree to disagree, but you should not say, I will not do this. No. You should try to cooperate with others. Then motivation. This I have already told. Self-motivation is the best motivation. And also, you must know how to move in the right direction. So direction is a very important thing. Academic leaders are leaders who motivate from all angles, teaching, evaluation, everything. At higher education, what type of activities we can think of? We must build an academic community. It's a very important thing. Empower the teachers. That means faculty. At school level, teachers. At collegiate level, faculty. What do you mean by empowering? Making them to understand and then behave in a proper way. Empowering. Empower teachers. Empower girls and women so that they will become meaningful citizens of the country. Everywhere this is done, including India. India is developing like anything. People may talk in a different way, but everyone knows India is progressing like anything. It is going at a supersonic speed. If I say like that, I am not wrong. Then, when we collect the data, its interpretation should be meaningful. Every teacher, every leader must be a resourceful person. See, you are all resourceful persons. You know from where to get right kind of information, resources. That's a very important thing. Then you must have a proper vision. As a leader, you must have proper vision. See, all leaders are visionaries. You must think ahead. See, there are two types of planning. In most of the schools and colleges, we have annual plans. Annual plan means for 1 year. See, as a leader, with the help of colleagues, you must plan for 1 year. But we have another type of planning, which I have done. I was the head of the Extension Education Department in NCERT RI Mysore for 20 years. So I know how to plan. Another plan is called perspective plan. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of perspective plan? If you know, answer, otherwise I will answer. What is the meaning of perspective plan? All right. Perspective plan means planning for 5 years. See, now it is 2024. Up to 29, add 5 to 2029. You have to plan. You have to budget what exactly you need. Budgeting is very important process. What is the meaning of process? That I said process means processing. That is different. What do you mean by process? Planning. Again, planning. You have to plan next year what we should do. That to next year what we should. So when we chart out the programs, then automatically you will be preparing a perspective plan. That's a very important thing. Then you must help all students to progress. That's a very, very important thing. All students should progress, not a few. All should progress. How? Academic achievement. Academic achievement. As a leader, that means as a principal, we should see every student achieves something meaningful in their academic work. That's a very important thing. Then every student should know how to understand the learning objectives. That's a very important thing. Achievement orientation of students is a very, very important thing that everyone must understand. Now let me come to this sub-theme, organizational designs. How to design? See, only group work can help us prepare proper plans, designs, for example. What are the different types of higher education institutes? University, college, these are the things. Then we have UGC, University Grants Commission. So, interrelationship should be there between and among the colleges, universities, then it works well. Actually, I had a very good friend as UGC chairman, Ved Prakash. Myself and Ved Prakash, we worked together in NCERT long back. And when he became UGC chairman, he used to invite me to so many programs, like, visiting universities. I was given 3 universities in Karnataka: Mangalore University, Mysore University, and Tumkur University. And then for autonomous colleges, I used to go along with so many other vice chancellors and looking into the facilities, infrastructural facilities, both academic and non-academic. All these things, we used to do that. Okay. Now, let us come to the quality framework according to UGC guidelines. Academic standard you must set. And when you get academic standards, naturally the NAC will come. What is the long form of NAC? Can anyone tell me? NAAC. What is the long form of NAC?
National Assessment and Accreditation Council.
National Assessment and Accreditation Council.
National Accreditation Assessment Council.
Where is the headquarters of NAC?
Bangalore, sir.
Bangalore.
Bangalore, sir.
New Delhi.
Delhi, sir.
Except NAC headquarters in Bangalore, all other important body's headquarters is in Delhi. Where is NCRT's headquarters? I am from NCRT. It is in Delhi.
New Delhi, sir.
New Delhi, very good. There are only 5 RIEs, Regional Institute of Education. For the entire South India, it is Mysore, Ajmer, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, and for northeastern states, Shillong. All right. So academic standards, that's the main aim actually. That's what we want. Then there are some technical names they have given. I would like to read out for you so that you will appreciate these things. See, for example, we talk of UGC, that is University Grants Commission. It actually came into being on 28th December 1953. Whereas NCRT came into being
1961, sir.
correct, 1961. That is month of September. RIA Mysore, August 1st, 1963. All right. Can you not see my image? Are you seeing my image or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because something has come, confirm your speaking language, something like that. I don't know. All right, let it be there like that only. So NAC, you know that National Assessment and Accreditation Council, Higher Education Institutions, HEI. Then we talk about NBA. NBA means National Board of Accreditation. National Board of Accreditation. It came into being in 1994. Then NIRF, National Institute Ranking Framework. HECI, Higher Education Council of India. It's a very important thing. Then NHERC, National Human Rights Commission. NAC, Network Access Control. Then HEGC, Higher Education Grants Council. I would like to have given some questions which I am going to read for all of you because it may help you in taking the test. At the end, I will do. Just wait. Then GEC, General Electric Company. NHEQF, National Higher Education Qualifications Framework. Then NSQF, National Skills Qualifications Framework. Then BOG. BOG means Board of a Ground for supplying certain heavy bodies and heavy things like that. Then there is one more. I would like to read that at the end. Okay. Now, I would like to add certain things. Accountability is a very, very important point. What is meant by accountability? See, each one of us, including me, we are accountable for our work. Whether you teach at the university level, that is any university for the matter, collegiate level, school level, whatever it may be, accountability is a very, very important thing. It is mentioned here. Accountability is the need of the hour. See, in most of the colleges, they may or may not take into cognizance the concept of accountability. See, you have been asked to do this particular work. You must do that only. Except that if you do all other work, then we say you are not accountable to your work. Normally it happens in government institutions, but in private institutions, there will be a watching on the work of the teachers, and they will be very, very careful while doing that work. Accountability is the need of the hour. Then we talk about e-governance. You know, e-governments, electronic governments, you know that. What are the criteria of a good governance? You must know how each college or university department working. What are their results? Input, output, what are the results? All these things, we have to keep in mind. And then we talk about, see, they have given a very good example about Shanghai. Shanghai, you know where it is? It is one of the world's major center for finance, business and economics, research, science and technology, manufacturing, transportation, tourism and culture. Under that, they have given that China's example. It's okay. That you need not have to worry much. Now, we talk about world-class universities. Universities, how they are functioning, what type of leadership they are giving. These are the things we need to understand. Then they have mentioned here lifelong learning. That's a very important concept. Everyone knows that. Learning is a continuous process. You all agree? Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Learning
Yes, sir.
is a continuous process. As long as we live, so long we learn. As long as we live, so long we learn.
Oh.
The meaning of lifelong learning is there is no end for learning. You have to keep on learning, learning, learning. One janma, one birth is not sufficient. You have to take one or two more births to understand everything. Lifelong learning. Okay. Now, we have to plan what is known as how to make a leader to be efficient. Number one is self-motivation. Number two is the faculty who are there along with the person should act in a positive way and then should become proactive, give ideas. See, all can give ideas. In leadership, what is very important is you cannot take up your own decisions. You have to take up decisions along with your colleagues. That is a meaningful one. Otherwise, it becomes meaningless. Now, what are the different types of leadership? We will discuss that point also. What are the type of leadership? See, we talk about what is known as democratic leadership, autocratic leadership. I'm going to explain all these things. Yes, please.
Participative leadership.
Yes. Yes. Laissez-faire learning, laissez-faire relationship also, transactional leadership, bureaucratic leadership, neurocratic leadership. See, what do you mean by democratic? You all know that, because India, what is the Indian political philosophy? Answer me quickly. Indian political philosophy is nothing but a democracy. So, democratic approach is the need of the hour. You should not take your own decisions, group decisions you should take. Suppose if you take your own decision, if something goes wrong, then all the colleagues of yours, they will going to blame you. If you take a collective decision, then all are responsible either for success or for failure. That's a very important thing. Autocratic, no, we are not interested in that, but still there are some, even today, autocratic leadership. That is not good. That is not fair also. Actually, what is the difference between autocratic leadership and then democratic leadership? In democracy, what happens? If you put two lines, the first one is democratic. What you will do? The person who is sitting on the top, he will take some decisions and you can question it back. Arrow, both the edges, arrow. They will take a decision, you can question. But in autocratic, only one side, only it flows down, it won't go up. As a result, what happens? Such leadership will be always violent and they take their own decisions which cannot be questioned. Neurocratic relationship. What is the neurocratic relationship? Somehow or the other, I must achieve this. So they go all the extents, lobbying, doing all kinds of things, and finally they achieve their goal. That is called neurocratic. What is bureaucratic? These IAS officers, they may or may not take any decision. They may put in the file the papers and they will put that red tape. That is called red tapeism. That is also another approach that is there. Okay. See, in the leadership, whether it is academic or general, trust is very important. I must trust you. In Kannada, we say nambike. I must have trust. The principal should have trust with all the colleagues. And the entire college should have trust in all the students coming from different backgrounds. That's a very important thing. Laissez-faire means neither you take decision this way or that way. You will be always in the via media way. That's called laissez-faire relationship. Now, let me come to the management. That's a very important thing. What are the principles of management? They have mentioned in our sub-theme 5. That's the last thing, sub-theme 5. See, in management, we always say, managing the affairs. Hey, how did you solve this? Somehow I managed, we say. According to Henry Fayol, he is an American, he has listed certain principles. Of course, I cannot explain everything because the question of time, but still I shall try my best. Division of work. See, in management, to make leadership effective, division of work. If there are 20 faculty, all the 20 must be given the work, not only 1 or 2 professors and all others will enjoy means no. All are responsible. If you want a good success in your institute, you need the support of everyone. See, you are all so good listening to me and you listen to so many other resource persons also. That's a different thing. Now at present you are listening to me. And I'm sure you are understanding my points of view. Division of work is very important thing. Who should be given what work? That's a very important thing. And then responsibility. That's a very important thing. In management, whatever work you take, you are responsible for completing that particular work. And discipline is another very important principle of management. Unless you are disciplined, you cannot do any work. What do you mean by discipline? Coming at the right time, working in all sincerity, no question of doing wrong things. Try your best to do good things. Suppose if you do not understand, ask your colleagues. Certain points you may not understand, you should ask your colleagues and do the work. Then, unity of command. As a principal, you must know, command means not a military command, democratic way of commanding, and see that, you are all united. All the colleagues are united. United we stand, divided we fall. But during COVID, we used to say the reverse. United, we get COVID. Divided, it is better like that. But here, united we stand, divided we fall. Then, subordination and subordination of individual interests. For example, some colleagues, they are interested in a particular way of doing work, and such persons must be identified and given the work. Of course, remuneration, that's a very important thing. In any management, in any college, private or government or aided or unaided, remuneration is a very important point. Then we talk about efficiency. One of the important principles of management is efficiency. How does efficiency comes? Only when you take interest. See, even to get up in the morning, you must have good health. If you have good health, you will get up from your bed like a spring. So health is also a very important thing. Efficiency depends upon your good physical health. That's a very important thing. Suppose if you are having some health problems, you will be thinking only about that. Then the work you will not do properly. Then harmony, harmonious development of faculty. They should develop together. Harmonious means each one should have a good understanding, harmonious relationship. That's a very important thing. Then staffing. How many have to be staffed? For example, staffing means, I will tell you, a college. In some colleges, even today, especially in private also, it is true, government also. You need 15, but you will appoint only 9. And the work of remaining 6 or 7, you will be doing. More work you will be doing. That is not correct. You must appoint according to the subject wise, according to your college needs. That's a very important thing. That's called staffing. And you have to coordinate, and then proper control should be there. As a principal, you should be democratic. At the same time, you should be controlling the work of the colleagues. That's a very, very important thing in my opinion. As a leader, you must exhibit the real leadership. I think that's a very important thing in my opinion. Then optimization of work. When we do a good maximum work, productivity will be more meaningful. So that point you have to understand. So now you are able to understand that academic leadership is academic leadership. Please listen. Academic leadership is the need of the hour. Every leader should have certain qualities. He must have empathetic feelings. because not all colleagues will be in the same way, think, same way, do the work. So he must understand what is the actual problem of a particular faculty and try to solve it. Then we say a beautiful word is there. According to Socrates, now listen to me very carefully. According to Socrates, a group of lions led by a donkey can easily defeat a group of lions led by a lion. You see, a group of donkeys led by a lion can easily defeat a group of lions led by a donkey. That means the very important thing is leadership. Whether it is general leadership or academic leadership. So a leader must be potentially good and he can do a meaningful work. Leadership quality is a very important thing. I think you have not understood, I will tell you. A group of donkeys led by a lion can easily defeat a group of lions led by a donkey. That means everything depends upon the leadership. That is the reason why in some colleges, they make lot of progress achievement because of the principal. He is a true leader. So this is a very important thing. You all have to understand this. Then in your instructions they have given research. Research is a part of management. You have to manage your college not merely by just teaching and then evaluation. No, research is also a very important component. I'm happy to tell you 30 students, 30, they got doctorate under me. I'm basically a researcher, actually, to tell you the truth. Even today, for UGC classes, those who want to write UGC net, I guide them. Even today, I go to KSOU, Karnataka State Open University. Then there is a place called Jnana Buddhi. There also I go. Mysore University I go. I go to so many places where I will be talking about the research. So research is a very, very important component. What is research? Research. What is the meaning of research? Research.
Search again, sir.
Huh?
Search again.
Yes, search again for what? For new knowledge. For, you are right, I don't know who said that, name I don't know. Research, search again and again for a new knowledge. Don't simply go on the beaten track. You search and create new roads, new avenues by doing the research. See, on research itself, I can talk to you about hours together, but there is no time now. Then we talk about the project work. That's also a very important thing. Every college must take up projects. You are giving for students also. That is one aspect. Teachers themselves can take projects. They can either do individual project or group project. There are many colleges where they have made such a fantastic contribution. To tell you, my own college, Regional Institute of Education, Mysore, we have taken up group projects, individual projects, and we have excelled in that. See, for example, teaching approach, preparing the question bank. evaluation procedure. See, these are the things. There are so many other things. How to make teaching more effective, how to make use of constructivist approach to teaching. You know, these are the things, the individual projects in Automatica. And then in this they have mentioned, please note down this, numerical number first you write 5W 2H. 5W 2H approach. 5W 2H approach. Please write who, what, where, when, and why, how, and how much. Let me repeat. 5W 2H approach in management, actually. This is who, what, where, when, and why, how, and how much. This is an important thing. So in the next session, I will be taking up higher education and society, and at that time, some of the questions which I have framed, I am going to read out for your benefit. Thank you for the first session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dhanyawad, sir.
Thank you. Dhanyawad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We will start at 3:30. Another 15 minutes only. Again, I will be back.
Okay. Sir.
Dear participants, have tea break now, and please join the link at 3:40. Okay, so that we can start the session exactly at 3:40. And one more thing is, you have online test tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Okay, for that, don't use mobiles. Please use laptop or desktop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Please join the link at 3:40. 3:40 onward, sir. 3:40, right?